I'll help you, human, just feed my hungry children. I am called Salith of Three Tides, and I am a mother. In my world, that title means survival. It means counting breaths. It means knowing how much food is left by the sound of a storage bin closing. It means learning to smile even when your hearts shake with fear. When I first met the human, my children were starving. Not the soft kind of hunger. Not the kind that makes you grumpy. This was the kind that makes your vision blur and your bones feel hollow. My youngest, Kel, had stopped asking for food. That is how I knew we were close to the end. The war had burned our fields. The storms had poisoned the sea. The Alliance ships came and went, carrying soldiers and medals and laws, but never food. Never enough. And then the human ship landed. It was small. Scratched. Loud. It looked like it had survived things it should not have. Like us. The human came out alone. No guards. No shining armor. Just a tall, soft-looking being wrapped in faded cloth. He smiled, the way humans do, showing too many teeth. I had learned that a smile could mean kindness. Or danger. I stepped forward, placing myself between him and my children. My hands shook, but my voice did not. "Why are you here?" I asked. The translator hummed, then spoke my words back to him in his language. "I'm here to fix the water engines," he said. "Your leaders asked for help." I almost laughed. Water engines would not feed my children today. Behind me, Kel made a small sound. A hungry sound. The kind that twists a mother's soul. I closed my eyes for one breath. Then I said the words that would change everything. "I'll help in your work, human, just feed my hungry children." I expected anger. Or a cold refusal. That was the way of the galaxy. Trade was numbers. Life was cheap. The human did not answer right away. He looked past me. My children. There were 3 of them. Thin. Too many joints showing. Their skin was dull where it should have shone. Kel clutched my leg with what little strength he had left. The human's face changed. I did not know humans well then, but I would learn that look. It was not a pity. It was not fear. It was a decision. He dropped his tool pack. "I don't need help," he said softly. "Not today." He turned back toward his ship and shouted something in his language. Moments later, a hatch opened, and a smell drifted out. Food. Real food. My knees went weak. He brought out boxes. Then more boxes. Dried grains. Protein bars. Warm nutrient packs. Water sealed in clean pouches. "Easy," he said when my children rushed forward. "Slow. Small bites." He knelt down to Kel's level and opened a packet, breaking it into tiny pieces. He handed them over like they were treasure. I watched, stunned, as my children ate. They cried as they ate. I cried too, though I tried to hide it. "Why?" I asked. The human shrugged. "Because they're kids," he said. "And kids don't deserve to starve." That was the first time I felt it. That strange, heavy warmth humans carry inside them. The thing that makes them dangerous. And wonderful. I worked beside him for days. The water engines were old and broken. They hissed and screamed when he touched them, but he talked to them like they were alive. He sang sometimes. Badly. My children laughed when they heard him. He showed me how to clean the filters. How to patch cracks with resin and wire. How to listen for the wrong sound. In return, I cooked what little we had left, mixing it with his supplies to make it last. I told him stories while we worked. About the seas before the war. About my mate, lost to the storms. He listened. Humans always listen with their whole bodies. Eyes. Hands. Heart. On the fourth day, the raiders came. They were not alliance. They were worse. Thin ships. Sharp weapons. They came to take what little we had repaired. Our leaders hid. The human did not. He stood at the edge of the camp, holding a tool in one hand and a small communicator in the other. "Get your kids inside," he said to me. His voice was calm. Too calm. I obeyed. From the shelter, I watched. The raiders laughed at him. One human. No armor. No gun. They did not know humans. The human moved like lightning in stone. He used tools as weapons. He used the ground. He used their mistakes. When he was hurt, he kept moving. When he fell, he got back up. I learned something important that day. Humans are not strong because they are fearless. They are strong because they keep going even when they are afraid. When the raiders fled, the human was bleeding. His arm hung wrong. His face was pale. I ran to him. "Why would you fight?" I cried. "You could have left." He smiled again. Smaller this time. "Couldn't," he said. "Your kids were here. We cared for him as best we could. My children brought water." Kel held his unbroken hand and would not let go. When the Alliance finally arrived, they were surprised. The engines worked. The raiders were gone. The children were fed. They offered the human a medal. He refused. "Just keep the food coming," he said. "And fix the trade routes." They listened. That surprised me most of all. Before he left, I asked him his name. "Jonah," he said. I touched my brow to him, the way my people thank a life debt. "You saved us," I said. He shook his head. "No," he replied. "You did. I just brought snacks." After he was gone, the camp felt different. Stronger. My children grew up. Laughter returned. The engines hummed like gentle waves. Other humans came. Builders. Teachers. Farmers. They stayed. Years later, Cal asked me a question. "Mother," he said, "are humans the strongest species?" I thought of Jonah. Bleeding and smiling. Breaking food into small pieces for a starving child. I thought of the way humans cross the stars not to conquer, but to help. To fix. To feed. "They are not the strongest," I said. Cal frowned. "Then why do they win?" I pulled him close. "Because when humans see hunger," I told him, "they do not ask what it will cost them. They ask who needs help." And that is why the galaxy changed. Because one human heard a mother say, "I'll help in your work, human, just feed my hungry children." And he answered with everything he had. Thanks for watching the Compete video. I hope you have enjoyed the story. Kindly, subscribe and share your thoughts.